Hello, I hope you're well. About a month ago, I experimented with various Timu products, mineral resins that mix with water. So with this product, sorry, I'm putting it right side up, Recreate Resin, I made two coasters. This one I tried to do a marbled effect, but frankly, it's not pretty at all. Oh no, it's ugly. And another one where I mixed my pigment completely. So the back is a bit weird. It doesn't seem to blend well. Well, it's curious, but on the top, no problem. The surface is very smooth and even, no problem at all. Then I compared with this product called casting resin. So I had made one by making a little circle in the middle with a pigmented powder and then just white, no problem. And this one with the same pigment as for Resin Recreate. And then when I took them out, the one with resin casting was much paler. But now I have to say that you can't see the difference in color after a month drying. You see, even if it came before. And the back is much more even. I don't have that sort of lumpy, grainy, I don't know how to say it. And I wanted to compare because I really wasn't sure with plaster of Paris, where I had quite a few bubbles at the bottom, and it's not at all the same consistency. But I want to see how solid these coasters are. So let's have a little crash test right away. And fun. First, I'd like to welcome my new subscribers. It's very kind of you to join me. We'll start with the Resin Recreate. I'm going to drop it from my height. I'm 1 meter and 70 tall, and I have extremely solid tiles. So, the Resin Recreate. Let's go. And a lot of pieces. Oh my gosh. It's now resin casting. Same thing. I drop it from a height. And oops. And again. A lot of little pieces. It's very fun. Now, we are going to plaster of Paris. Well, I don't hold out much hope of that, to be honest. Let's go. Hop. It will break into fewer pieces than the others. I'm going to try with my ugly one. Yes, it's ugly. A completely fade marbled effect. Just a second, you see, plaster, not much pieces, and the ugly one. And then I'll try to find some Jesmonite coasters and see if they break in the same way or not. So the ugly one, it breaks, of course. So that's that. I've got some sweeping to do. Now, let's try my Jesmonite and Eco Pour. I'll start with the Eco Pour. Let's see. I have a lot of bubbles on the back. So, this one was made a long time ago and in little pieces. This one, Jesmonite. It's the Jesmonite where I try a terrazzo effect. That didn't work. Anyway, it won't break. But I try again. Okay. In fact, as there are lots of little pieces of Jesmonite in it to make that famous terrazzo effect, I think it solidifies it. Yeah, well, I'll try to find a simple one where there aren't any little pieces inside. This one, for example, come on, I'll drop it. This time in 2 pieces. No little pieces. So my conclusion is that water-based resin like resin recreate, casting resin, eco-pour, and so break if they fall from height. If it falls a few centimeters, I don't think so. But when it falls from a height, it breaks. I dropped them. I didn't throw them. I dropped them from quite high, but it's not unbreakable as you might think and as you might hear sometimes. The one with the Jesmonite and the terrazzo effect, which never went all the way through because I'd have to sand it a lot. This one didn't break because with the stuff inside it, it's very heavy, very compact. It's really much heavier than the other one in simple Jesmonite, if I may say so. From a certain height, the one in simple Jesmonite broke, but only in 2 pieces, not in small pieces. So don't believe people when they tell you that it's very hard, that it's virtually indestructible. Well, it's not. It breaks. I'd also like to point out one little thing. I had a resin phone holder that was several years old. It never warped. I've never had the slightest problem with it. In fact, it's the only one. No warping over time with heat, temperature variations, nothing. It did fall a little while ago, but not from a great height. It's, I'd say maybe 50 or 60 centimeters, and it broke in 2. So, even epoxy resin isn't unbreakable. So, if you're offering or selling anything made of mineral resin, epoxy resin, Jesmonite or Resin, don't guarantee that it's unbreakable. Yes, it lasts over time, of course, but it's not unbreakable at all. I've heard it said that epoxy or other mineral resin are virtually indestructible. It isn't. It isn't. And the examples I have shown you are quite dry. They're over a month old and several months. So, here is something I wanted to test. It was very fun. If you were angry and you've got some stuff in a corner that's a bit messed up, don't hesitate to throw it in the floor. I assure you, it does a lot of fun. Believe me. Well, we'll be back very soon for new, less destructive adventures. Take care of yourself. Bye.